Well, hey folks, Fat Guy Flies RC out here at the Avon Park Field. Going to take up the F9F Cougar by FREEWING 80mm. Now pay attention to how long it takes that gear. Them doors, okay? Now, that's fine and dandy when you're for taking off, but when you go to land, look at how long it takes this stuff to come down. Especially them doors there. So when you're coming in for a landing, you need to be halfway down your field making your curve to come in for approach while these are coming up. So in other words, these need to be on their, so in other words, when to the farthest end of your approach is whenever you put your gear up, and then when you're halfway down is when these should be coming up, and then when you make your curve for approach, everything should be down, or you know, vice versa. So just remember how long this takes. They just take a while. You know, I just said all that. I'm talking about how long it takes for them to go back up. Coming down, they're fairly fast, but just be mindful of how long they take. Very windy, but at least it's back to being pretty much down there. Well, it's kind of down the runway, so. Motor on. I got my reverse function on my bind plug, bind switch, and my rates I'm going to fly in today are my mid rates are 90%, 30% expo on the aileron and elevator, and on the rudder is a 75 with 30. So, oh, is it windy? I'm nuts. But there again, I'm nuts. Right, left, up, down, right, left. Now that's got the FREEWING brand afterburner in there. Let me get the high rates for steering on the runway. Let me get out of the way here. Okay. Now this plane is actually quite efficient because the entire plane is a lifting body. Braking. Brakes off. All right, we're going to take off from down here. Definitely do not need flaps today. All right, right, left, up, down, right, left. Okay, here we go. And you really, with this plane here, you don't even need takeoff flaps. Now, I'm gonna say I'm in high rates. I'm gonna leave it there. Yeah, you don't even need takeoff flaps with this plane. Time remaining 3 minutes. It is lawfully windy, so I'm not going to do anything too crazy today. Really just kind of fly around and survive the flight. In the wind. Full speed, going to take it up now. Gonna take it up again. Out towards the road. Gear down. Start putting my gear down. Make sure my gear is all down, and it is. That's excellent. Makes it easier to land when your gear is down. I don't know why that is, but as you can see, remaining 2 minutes. That wind is really rocking her around. Get lined up with a runway here. Braking. Brakes off. Yeah. Not the best landing, but I'll take it. Made an ant pile awfully mad there for a second. Yeah, I don't know what I do. I just went back to high rates. It seems like all the great plans in the world are great until you get down to it, and then you always go back to your default on everything, it seems like. Couldn't ask for a prettier day and better conditions as far as visibility for flying planes, but I really wish we could cut about 10 mile an hour out of this wind. But, you know, hey, how's the saying go? Wish in one hand and crap in the other, and see which one gets filled up first. All right. Like I say, you don't need takeoff flaps for this plane. Really don't.
Time remaining 1 minute.
Yeah, that wind is having its way with her. All right, let's come by.
Landing flaps. Gear down.
I'm not using flaps, I'm just coming by to show you slow flight into the wind with everything down. All right, flaps are back up again.
30 seconds.
Yeah, as you can see, I'm flying very cautious today. Normally I'd get lower
20 seconds.
on them passes, but altitude means safety, power and speed means safety, and I'm just gonna let her roll out. Just let her roll out. Now, if I would have given a little more rudder and mine coming down for that landing, I'm afraid I would have tipped a wing and with that wind, so I just let her land the way she wanted to land. I would rather swallow my pride and go off in the grass than try to say, oh, I gotta keep her on the runway, keep her on the runway. Now, well, you gotta remember, your pride will not buy you a new plane. So, just a good looking little plane, that's for sure.
Prop secured.
All right, we were 9 seconds over on a 3.5 minute timer. So 3 minutes and 39 seconds. Prop is off, secure, you can touch it, all that good stuff. Did not need flaps today. Let me show you where I put the battery at. This is a 5300 SMC high voltage pack. Okay, let me get a little closer. There's not much you can grab a hold of on the back of this plane to secure, but if you'll just tuck that 5000 just in under the front of the where the canopy goes, right there, just maybe a ½ inch in, all right, she'll CG pretty good. That's a 5300, but put your 5000 in the same spot because the 5300, this one's a little bit lighter than the average 5000. Let's check. How did I get a leaf inside up in here? Who knows? Got a 7-channel Limit RX Gen 2, FREEWING brand afterburner. 49% left. Gosh, we could have flown for another 30 seconds at least. So, getting over a cold. But I'm out here, by golly. There you go, folks. That is the 80mm super scale FREEWING F9F Cougar. Just a fabulous flying plane. It is a lot of fun on a calm day. And it's still fun on a crazy windy day, but you're just flying to survive. You're not necessarily flying to see what all you can do with it. But just a fun plane. Fun plane. I really recommend it. If you're ready for an 80mm, the super scale, this is where it's at. All right, the wings, you just pull these rods in here. The wing will come out in one piece, one connect ribbon, both sides. But the plane's not that big anyway, so you really don't need to take the wings off unless you're, coming up here in a small, really small car. But there you go, folks. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. God bless y'all. God is good, and don't forget, faith, family, and friends, and then Cougars. Rawr!